Well, I'd say first off, that's a bit of an unfair assessment, seeing that we have Meryl Streep in our cast. So. Most people don't have that advantage.
You do.
What drew me to this project? Everything. Adam, the cast, but there are very few opportunities in life where you can be in a film that's really a lightning rod for a communal worldwide anxiety. I was watching the Charlie Chaplin documentary the other day, and the whole section on the great dictator and what that must have been like, doing a dark comedy during the height of what was going on in Europe. And I feel like I'd been looking and searching for something that related to the climate crisis. It's nearly an impossible task to create drama and tension with a subject matter that unfolds throughout decades and is a slow burn, no pun intended. But Adam really cracked the code and created a sense of urgency, but bringing in politics, social media, the scientific community all in one, that was a parable for not only the climate crisis, but what we were going through at that particular moment, which was, COVID raging throughout the world. And we shot this film right in the height of COVID altogether. And it was probably one of the most unforgettable, unique experiences of art, combining with real life tension that I've ever had in my life. So I'm just so proud to be a part of it. And I'm so proud that so many people have been creating a dialogue from this movie. That's really what our intention was, and what Adam's intention was by writing this story. And it's actually happening. So I have to say, I'm just so excited that people are conversing about it, because the whole world feels this sense of tension about this issue. In a lot of ways, it's, we're very lucky that, it's engaged with so many audiences. And I don't think that would have happened without it being on Netflix at this particular, that's not an advertisement for Netflix, but in a lot of ways, at this particular moment in history, there's this, as I said before, there's this global anxiety that we all feel about this issue, post-pandemic, connected to the climate crisis, of what we're doing to really solve this issue, and why science has become politicized in the way that it has. So, I'm going to spare you the specific reactions that I've had, but yes, more so than normal, I've really felt an honest connectivity with people that have seen this movie, and really, brought out a lot of frustrations that people have with how we're solving these issues as a world community. And that, like I said, it's so rare to be at these lightning rod moments. And I said this many times with Adam before, you never really know when you're attempting to do a movie like this, whether it can actually manifest any sort of change. But to even have a dialogue and a conversation and have people make that specific climate connection and the COVID connection, having seen the movie and getting all the complexity. I mean, this is a big thing to sort of take on subject-wise, and it's quite ballsy of Adam to have done it in the height of COVID, even though he started this before it all happened. But forget about what wins what award or anything. It doesn't. At this point, if we made people start to talk about this issue, that's something I'm incredibly proud of. Very little, but it was really about just putting, like I said before, it's about putting ourselves in the moment. And as you were talking about, I was just thinking about how ridiculous it is, and how probably true it must be to be sitting there trying to articulate that the end of the world is happening, and then you're sitting in a hallway waiting for the president to take a meeting to listen to this catastrophic information. And in a lot of ways, it just felt incredibly real. And even getting in that massive cargo ship, and the anxiety that all these people must feel, knowing that they're the messengers of the apocalypse. This movie was so amazing to do, because we didn't know what a lot of these scenarios would be like. And there was no rehearsal. We were just thrown onto these, disinfected sets and forced to react to our surroundings and these insane characters that we had to, interact with.